As a young man, it is respectable to defend women's rights.
You can be empowered to lead those around you, despite differences between culture and identity.
You can be informed about your sexual and reproductive health and rights.
Join the young urban men and become the product of informed decisions.
Don't forget to leave a like, share, or maybe even comment. Most importantly, subscribe. Silence, the golden act, voices of our impact, the morals, the values, the goals we share will echo and echo, our hearts are red. The freedom is itching inside. You feel the pain right in the palm of your hands when you're out, you're trying to survive. We're building a legacy under a scroll. We're creating great men who lead, not just in the center, but out in the streets. Society's hurting, it bleeds, because leaders are missing, the youth is at need. What does it take to create leaders? The struggles we endure, the battles, the law, decisions we make are so pure. Respect is one of our values. The rest is a path that you take as a leader. Emotions will get the best of you. Emotions will get the best of you. But learning to love are the measures we need. So this is the start of an evo. So this is the start of an evo, reviving the honor of men in the world. The numbers are so close to zero. The image of male leaders corrupted and gone. 2021 upon us. It's time to empower. The good men will rise. The stereotypes will devour. We'll wash off corruption like mud with disgusted young ones. It's time for great leaders. So which one are you? Which one are you? World. All right, then. That was, wow, a very powerful first round. Don't you think, David?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is your opinion on this take?
Okay, so I think both of them were exceptional and no one did wrong. So I'm just waiting for the second round for my final decision. So for me, for now I take this as a draw. But for the second round, I'll just have to wait for the best of the best. Yes.
Yeah, I won't lie. It was a very powerful topic. Yeah, blue team kind of brought it as well. Hopefully, red team will be able to bounce back in the second round and dive into the details of what you're gonna do as a pace setter. And autocratic leadership as well is also gonna continue on that. So, round two is gonna be simple, guys. It's 2 minutes still, and you guys can then further on, dialogue on the type of issues that you guys as pace setters are going to be tackling in the country. Same with autocratic leadership. All right, then, without further ado, let us continue into the second and final round of this Young Implement debate. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Red team, show us what you got.
Okay, so just diving into what I actually wanted to say, I've noticed that there are a lot of problems during this pandemic, such as flats, right, where people live in. It's gonna be a great idea if a lot of people were to be given the COVID-19 essentials, right, to test the people in the flats, such as the COVID-19 materials and the PPEs given to them, so that they can so that they can record some data, because a lot of people are going in and out of flats, and it's going to be helpful for them to find out if there's anyone else who has corona or not. And also the other issue. Also the other issue is that a lot of learners in different kinds of neighborhoods are not exposed to phones or tablets, and instead, if they want to carry on their education, such as university students, high schoolers and primary schoolers, it's going to be best if they're given work through their phones and everything. So it's going to be good if they were given more phones and educational equipment. So my partner will be adding on and closing everything.
Okay. Whoa, hi. I'm just gonna summarize everything he said. So basically, what my partner said during the first round was,
I like the example where he talked about, colorful posters. That actually shows you that, to achieve a certain goal, you don't need to use force. All you need to do is use different strategies. When this strategy doesn't work, you switch it. If maybe commanding people doesn't work, you try colorful posters. If this doesn't work, you try a different strategy. So, instead of controlling people, use different strategies, see what the people want. And, also we made a list of, autocratic countries, and authoritative countries and where they currently are. There's China, there's the DRC, there's Vietnam, there's Libya, and there's Zimbabwe. I think a good example would be Zim, because that's one country that everybody knows. So yeah, they've been using the authoritative and autocratic method. And currently their economic state is really bad because the people have been rebelling. They've been rebelling because it's unfair to them to vote for someone and then you don't have a say in the country's economic structure. You don't have a say in anything that happens in the country, and yet you voted for that very same leader.
And your time is up. Wow, just right off the bat. Yo, I wish I added another minute extra time, Yana, because now you were touching something really, really, really cool and really powerful. And these are some powerful points from the pace setting team. Yay! Naming out the countries. All right, there. Without further ado, let's head down to the autocratic side and hear what you guys have to say in your last 2 minutes. You guys ready?
Yes.
And
They say you can take a horse to the river, but you can't force it to drink. But if you put salt in what it eats and then take it to the river, you actually force it to drink by changing its mind. So that's what we're doing by using autocratic style, because people they undermine what they don't understand. So by using autocratic style, we're showing them how serious the coronavirus is, and we can't bear to lose more people. We have a bright future ahead of us. Now we're living in fear. We don't know when you're gonna die, because now it's so serious. You start fearing everything. You start fearing what you touch, start fearing what you eat. We no more have that freedom. But if we use autocratic leadership like China did, China used to be the epicenter. Now China is no more even in the top 10, but South Africa is in the top 10. Understand? Because of the style they're using. And even Zimbabwe, they used when they're not even in the top 20. You understand? They're not even in the top 10 in Africa. But South Africa holds half of Africa's active cases. Like half of South Africa's active cases. How long are we going to hear what the people want? A good leader knows what type of leadership style to use at a certain point to motivate people, to lead people. It reduces crime, because if there's no one else in the street, who's going to rob you? But if there's everybody in the street, everybody's going to rob you. It's like it's a crime zone now. He has been hit. Townships are very vulnerable now. They are crowded. Compare level 5 and level 3. We are a dying nation. We cannot handle this anymore. And my partner will continue.
Yes, to summarize it all up, in order for a country to move forward, there must be an idea put up. So now, for example, I like how he puts it. China is one of the many countries that do not have corona, right? Why? It's because they have one certain goal in mind, right? But now, if now you're gonna put people aboard, obviously there will be those ones who will disagree and those who will agree. Then, in short, nothing is moving forward. Rather, everything is going slowly than it's supposed to be. Now, with our kind of leadership, it's not that you just force people for the sake of, it's just because it's our idea. There's a reason why we put that idea up. We thought of our people, not for ourselves. So now, if, for example, something came up, and then we say, okay, guys, we're gonna use this kind of an idea. There's a reason why we put up that idea. Not because we hate or we don't want to hear other people's opinion, but we know what's good for them. Thank you.
wow, you actually beat the time in like Yo. Ha. Okay. Wow. Not gonna lie, guys. You deserve a round of applause. Some pretty powerful points from all the other teams. Okay, so yeah, so there's some pretty powerful points from these two teams, and we feel like we should add another round. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we deserve another round of this.
Wait, now we can attack,
Yeah, you see.
speak, attack, attack, speak, and defend yourselves.
Exactly. So in this round, let's involve some questioning. I'm pretty sure there's some questions you wanted to ask the other side. Now that you know what your side feels like, maybe it's something you want to know from the other side. Because like Specially touched, you said and autocratically doesn't just think about themselves, thinks about the people when they make decisions. So whether they take this path, it's not about what you say as the people, but then I'm thinking for y'all. Okay, that's very interesting.